Hello guys, I apologize. I feel really bad when I don't get my video out on Monday first thing, but life happens and as I say, it's all about balance. So as I continue to become more busy, I will, just have to accept the fact that I won't be able to get my video out at a certain time every week. Unless I put it out there and really try hard and, all that jazz, maybe I can actually get my videos out at the same time every week. But, it's not even about being busy. Like, I've spent a lot of time lately resting and recuperating, and I love what one of my good friends, Jody, told me, and she put this message in a way that I understood. And she said essentially, that I'm taking time for my body to catch up with my vibration, which I really liked. Just wanted to throw that in there for some reason. I kind of am liking the mood. Who knew that I would have to put on my fake fireplace? It is summer where I am, but you wouldn't know it because it's actually freezing right now. But that's okay. It's exactly the way it's meant to be. But I have real fire as well with my candles. And a nice hot tea. So, I hope this finds you well. Last week, I'm not going to lie, it was really, really tough for me. Don't know if anyone else was feeling that. Lots of self-care, self-love stuff has been coming up the past while, and I really think that message still stands. It always does, but, really, really intense times because we're preparing to move forward, and in order to move forward, to create space for new people, places, things, situations, we have to really love ourselves and give to ourselves in order to give out to new people, to be of service to the world. We have to be able to take care of ourselves, right? So that's a never-ending journey, that's a practice, and everything in life is a practice. I say that all the time. If you watch my videos, you know that. And for me personally, it's just been tough because I think you can be in a nice flow for a while, and then all of a sudden things come up to test you and trigger you, and basically, your inner child and your soul, everything within your inner being is asking to be loved more. And I think in our busy lives, between being busy with work and with our families and giving out to this person, that person, we can easily spread ourselves thin. And I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know where I was going with that. I think I get it. I got it. Essentially, it's easy to start expecting things externally to fill you. And I had a nice little reminder last week that, or over the past month really, past couple months even, huge message. You really can't fill yourself from the outside. As much as you think you can, you can't. And life will show you that. My life has shown me that multiple times. And it'll keep happening and knocking you down and wearing you out and draining you until you remember to love yourself first. So that's a huge message that always comes up. And, you can ignore it as much as you want and try to get people to love you and have that fill you, But essentially, it's always going to stem to the same message, which is that it all comes from within. And we can indeed always connect with our higher self, with Source, Spirit, God, the universe, whoever you want to refer to, as I say. So anyway, lots of self-love going on. We are starting to really move forward. It's almost August. August is at the end of this week. Insane. That's absolutely insane. So this year's going by really quickly. It's been a very, very, very intense year. As I've said before, January to July of this year, intense period of working inside and out, and some of our results are finally going to start to pay off. So stay strong, hang in there, continue to be kind to yourself, and just stay open to opportunities coming your way. We have exited the portal, as people are saying, or that's basically what's happening. End of July, early August, really starting to move forward and transition into our new way of life. So this is something to be excited about. It brings up a lot of junk, a lot of old fears, belief systems, emotions. That's what it's been like lately because we're trying to shed the past and let it go. And that is really what our inner selves and our inner child is asking, just to have that pain released. So let it come up, feel it out. I know it's not easy and it's not fun, but it's so worth it because happiness is around the corner. Happiness is always in the now, and it's our job to find it. But as I say, many, many opportunities coming, more than we could ever imagine. Great, great stuff just around the corner, so hang in there. I am using the Healing with the Angels cards. Hopefully you guys can see that, because it's a little bit darker when I'm recording this today, but that's okay. Sets the mood, for an angel reading. I'm going to focus here, call on Archangel Michael. Oh, one's popping out. Call on all the angels and ask, of course, and set the intention that this reading will benefit everyone who's watching, no matter when that is. There will be a message even if you end up, there's an extra message, even if you end up watching this video at a later time and the date isn't correct. It doesn't matter, there's no right or wrong. Whenever you hear these messages, that is perfect for you. What's really interesting is that one of my cards, the first card for the beginning of the week, is upside down. In this deck, I typically don't have upside down cards because all the backs are the same, and if you see that it's upside down, you know that it's upside down. And in a lot of classic tarot cards, the design is the same upwards and upside down. So when you pull an upside down card, you don't know it, you don't expect it. So I just think it's weird that one came out upside down when I was shuffling and closing my eyes, because typically I make sure that they're all facing the right way. So we're just going to take extra note of that. That doesn't mean that there's like a huge negative thing or a problem or anything. It just, suggests that there's a reverse to the message, and there's probably an additional message to it, more than we think there is. So let's see what it is. I'm curious. Freedom. Okay. So freedom was upside down. The automatic thing I think of is we haven't been feeling free. If it came up upside down, that means we've been feeling stuck within ourselves. The whole message of this freedom card is that freedom is our choice. And even prisoners, this is what they say in the book for this card, even prisoners have the choice to choose their thoughts. We're prisoners of our own mind sometimes, is what the message is. And it's our choice to get ourselves out of it or not. We have a lot of power, and the power of thought is huge. We all know about the law of attraction, right? We are free to think what we want. Sometimes it feels like our thoughts choose us, but we are always choosing our thoughts. And before we even have a full thought, we choose to think it for a couple seconds ahead of time. So it does take practice, and I've mentioned this before as well. Sometimes we're going to have negative thoughts. That's just the way it is. We're human beings, we have egos, we're going to have negative thoughts. And it's really important not to slip right down into fear and into panic mode, because I think sometimes we can have a negative thought, or we'll catch ourselves really like spiraling down into negative thoughts, and we'll think, oh shit, I am going to manifest blah, 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 all these negative things. It's not true if you choose for it not to be true. So you have the freedom of choice. Call on your angels, call on any light, loving, protective energy to help you align your thoughts with your higher self, with light and love. And as Doreen Virtue says, I'm reminded to tell everyone this again, quick, simple thing, if you catch yourself saying negative thoughts, or saying negative things, thinking negative thoughts, that kind of thing, cancel, clear, delete. You can always cancel, clear, and delete those thoughts and aligned with your higher self with positive thoughts. Now, this isn't about sugarcoating anything, or trying to be overly positive and pretending that negative doesn't exist or fears don't exist, because they do. They come up for a reason. They come up for us to pay attention to be cleared and released. So, earlier I was talking about having all these old fears and belief systems come up, and emotions that are so nasty to deal with sometimes. They really are. And that's the truth. Here's the thing, though. the best way for us to deal with that is to feel it out. Sit with your negative thoughts, write them out or something, do whatever you feel called to do. Or, if you want to play out a crazy scenario in your head, do it. And then cancel, clear, delete, and then you can come up with positive affirmations, positive thoughts, basically reworking the story that you came up with and changing it to the positive. That works. The law of attraction works in that way. But it really does help to feel all the crap first. Clear it out, get it out of your system, so in that way you're not sweeping it under the rug and trying to sugarcoat it and put positivity on top of it and there's an extra cherry on top of all this garbage. No. Take out the garbage, feel what needs to be felt, cry, release in some healthy way. Whatever that is for you. It could be writing, could be singing, could be acting, could be painting, could be whatever you want it to be, right? Write it out, yell it out to yourself, or, whatever. Do whatever you need to do. Keeping health in mind. Do it in a healthy way, I suggest. But find what works for you, and then after that, cancel, clear, delete, call on your angels, envision light around you and protection, and then you can realign with positive thoughts and start manifesting the things that you want. This is going to be a long video. Lots of messages. This is intense. For the middle of the week, we have abundance. Again, with freedom, we can choose to feel abundant from the inside or not. It's up to you. Abundance, as I say all the time, is always trying to come to us. And it's just us that blocks it sometimes. It's only us, This is our own doing. We get in our own way. It's just insane because there's so many opportunities, so many positive things, so much love always coming to us from the universe and from things in this realm as well, from helpful humans. There's always so much abundance available to us if we stay open to receiving. So stay open to that. Keep that in mind. I always affirm this to myself. This is my affirmation. I am always abundantly provided for in all ways. Huh? What do you think? Try it out. Honestly, it's something, again, it's practice. Repeat it to yourself. Believe it. It comes from the feeling. It's not just, I'm just going to sit here and I trust that I'm abundant, but not believing it. It comes from the feeling. They call it feelingizations sometimes. Instead of just an affirmation, you have to feel it. And it takes practice, and some days you're not going to feel it, and then yes, you will just repeat the words as if they mean nothing. But there has to be that belief within you that you deserve abundance, that abundance is always coming to you. If you have that little bit of faith and trust within you, that can grow and expand. So keep that faith, and remember that you are abundant. We are all abundant. We all deserve abundance, and that will come true. And as I say, so much new stuff trying to come in. Let go of the past. All this new abundance is trying to come to you. Believe it, and you'll receive it. For the weekend, we have trust. This gives me chills right now. Trust that. Trust that. Trust that you're abundant. Trust that you deserve abundance. Trust that you're on the right path. Trust that, as scary as it is, it's safe for you to let go. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure there's been many things coming up for you lately that you feel like, oh, I should probably let that go. This situation, this job, this relationship, this thought process, this belief system. We all have it. We all have a lot of stuff coming up lately. So you probably can think of a few things that, you've had moments where you've thought to yourself, okay, I should really let that go. But, I should just keep it around because it's a habit and I'm human and I just want to feel safe and, just keep the same shit around. Guess what? You deserve more than that. And in order for all those new abundance to come into your life, it's going to take some letting go. So trust yourself. You know what to let go of. You know what to keep in your life. And trust that it's okay and it's safe to not cling on to things. It's safe to enter this new wave of energy. It's safe to step forward into your power. Trust yourself. Trust that you can think positive thoughts. Trust that you can change your thought processes. You can change your behaviors. You can change your patterns. And yes, it can feel tough, and yes, it's a process, and not everything happens overnight. This is life. We have to do things one step at a time, and even if you deal with something and go into a nice flow, guess what? Another layer of the onion will be revealed to you, and there's more healing, more of this, more of that to do, more practicing. That's what this life is all about. Trust that you can do this. Trust that you are abundant. Trust yourself. And when you feel that you can't, we have an infinite universe. Call on extra help. It is here for you. The additional message, guys, for this week is soulmate. Interesting. Very interesting. This has a lot to do with trust as well. Because you know what? I feel ya. I feel that there's obviously a lot of beautiful soulmates that I have in my life right now. And do I feel like it's been kind of rocky with some of them? Absolutely. Do I know exactly what's going to happen with them? No, I really don't. Should I surrender? Yes, I should. Let the universe take care of it. Like, honestly, thinking about things all the time and worrying about them doesn't help me, doesn't help my soulmates, doesn't help anyone around me. It just doesn't. Doesn't help you. You know what I mean? Just surrender. Ask the universe to help you heal all of your relationships, to cut the negative ties and cords, to, let go of the past, and to elevate your relationships to a higher level. And trust that, the right people will always be around you. And it's not always about, having the same people in your life all the time. Like, there's such a bigger picture here that we forget about. And I am bad for this too, sometimes it's like, oh, that person's not even in my life anymore. And, the next time you see them, it's like nothing's changed between you. I mean, lots of things have changed within your lives. But soul connection-wise, there's still that deep, profound love there. And just trust, again, trust yourself, and trust the life that you planned out for yourself. Trust in your soul contracts that you created before coming into this lifetime. You created everything with a lot of your soulmates, right? Like, you guys have soul agreements. We don't remember what that is in this human life. We forgot about all this stuff. Sometimes we can reawaken and we think that we know what a certain soulmate relationship is all about. Yeah, well, guess what? It's important to stay open-minded, because the universe has our best interests and has our back always. So you know what? People come in and out, even soulmates. Soulmates may be around for, months or years, and then all of a sudden, they kind of disappear for a while. But you know what? Just trust that. And trust that if they're meant to come back into your life at a certain point, if you guys have made an agreement to come back into each other's lives, then you will. And if not, then you won't. Just trust. And the most important thing to do is to take care of yourself, because again, all of our relationships stem from self. And of course, there's always new soulmates trying to come into your life as well. It's not just the soulmates you've already met. So stay open to that. There's new souls, new soul family that's trying to come to you, and trust that, you will meet the right people at the right time. Always. I hope you guys have a great week. Lots of trust. Believe in yourself. Know that you can change your thoughts. Know that you're abundant. Know that it's safe to trust yourself and the universe. And, trust whatever is going on in your relationships with now. What is going on within your relationships right now? That was hard to say. I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.